Hello students, once again welcome back to English Literature Classroom. Today I am going to teach the last part of this chapter, A Good Deed Comes Round, from the book Real English 8. The author of this chapter is Peter Godwin. Before starting, let me recap a little. The narrator of the story grew up in Africa. His mother was a doctor. The narrator accompanied his mother on her rounds. Narrator's mother's biggest lifesaver was her vaccination program. The narrator helped with the polio vaccine for the children. The narrator's biggest problem was to prevent the children from coming round and again to get a second sugar lamp. The narrator came to manhood in 1970. The narrator came to manhood in 1970. He left for England and took up journalism and began working for the London Sunday Times. Then he got an opportunity to venture back to Mozambique. In Mozambique, at a trading store, he was captured. Clear? Now let's start from page number 123. Clear? At every rebel encampment we passed. At every rebel encampment, narrator passed, narrator and the command and the others. Those who have captured him. I sensed the story of my capture being embellished. Narrator sensed that the story of his capture was being embellished. Embellished means decorated. I had been armed. I had resisted. I was a spy. Sometimes the story was accompanied by cuffs and knives. Now, narrator resisted that he was a spy. I started to worry that the red-eyed sergeant might shoot me to impress his comrades. Now, narrator started to worry that the red-eyed sergeant might shoot him to impress his comrades. On the second day, we finally reached their base. When did they reach their base? On the second day. Clear? I was presented to the camp commander. Now, to whom was the narrator presented? Narrator was presented to the camp commander, a small man in olive fatigues. He was a small man in olive fatigues. Fatigues means soldier's uniform. Clear? As he listened to the long report of my capture, his dinner arrived. Now, he listened to the long report of his capture. At that time, that man's dinner arrived. I was ordered to wait. Narrator was ordered to wait. Clear? Let's see the question. What did the narrator start to worry? Answer. The narrator started to worry that the red-eyed sergeant might shoot him to impress his comrades. Come on, let's continue. Clear? Until now, I had not understand the language they were speaking. Until now, narrator could not understand the language they were speaking. It was a mixture of northern Mozambican and Malvian dialects interspersed with phrases of Portuguese. But now I distinctly heard the commander give orders to the servant in Chinadao. But now he heard that the commander gave order to his servants in Chinadao. Now it's a dialect used by Nadao people. I listened a little longer to be sure and then tentatively greeted the commander in what I could remember of Chinadao. Now, narrator greeted the commander in that Chinadao language. He used to live over there as a boy, therefore he remembered something. And the commander was amazed. Clear? What was the narrator's family name? The narrator's family name was Godwin. This we are going to study just after 1 or 2 minutes. Later. Come on, let's continue. Where did you learn this language? He asked. The commander asked the narrator, where did you learn the language? I told him I had lived in Chimamani Mountains on the Rhodesian side as a boy. Now, narrator told the commander that he had lived in Chimamani Mountains on the Rhodesian side as a boy. What's the family name? He asked. Now the commander is asking, what's the family name? And the narrator replied, Godwin. Just now I have given this answer. Godwin, he said thoughtfully, turning over the name. Was your mother the doctor on that side? Now the commander is asking the narrator, was your mother the doctor on that side? Now let's see the question. In which district was narrator's mother government medical officer? Answer. Narrator's mother was government medical officer in Melsetter district. This question we will study just now. Come on, let's continue. Now, the commander asked the narrator whether your mother was the doctor on that side or not. Narrator replied, yes. She was the government medical officer for the Melsetter district. Just now I have given this answer. He smiled and shook his head and put out his hand for an African handshake. She was the one who vaccinated me. Look what the commander is telling. Commander is telling that she was the one who vaccinated me when I was child. Pulling up his sleeve, he showed me a small vaccination scar. What did he show? A small vaccination scar on his shoulder. Did you ever go with your mother to help her? He asked. Now he's asking, did you ever go with your mother to help him? He asked. I nodded. Let's see the question. What was the scar that the commander showed to the narrator? Answer. The scar which the commander showed to the narrator was a small vaccination scar. Come on, let's continue. Yes, he said, you gave me the sugar medicine. Now the commander is telling the narrator that you gave me the sugar medicine. I remember now. We put out our tongues and you came down the row with a tray of lumps and put on each tongue. Look now, he said, I grew up strong. Look what the commander is telling, I grew up strong. In a few minutes, I had been elevated from hostage to honored guest. Now the narrator had been elevated from hostage to an honored guest. Okay, commander was very happy with the narrator. Okay, because it was the narrator who gave him the sugar medicine during his childhood days. Okay, I was ushered to a seat at the commander's right hand. Where was he given a seat? At the commander's right hand. My capturing sergeant had melted away. Now let's see the question. Who gave the sugar medicine to the commander? Answer. The narrator gave the sugar medicine to the commander. Now let's continue. The following day, I was returned to Malawi. Okay, next day he returned to Malawi. He was returned to Malawi. Okay, at the border, my escort handed back the items they had confiscated. Before they left, they insisted on a formal group photograph. Okay, before they left, they insisted on a formal group photograph for rebels and me. The sergeant still wearing his furry flying hat. Okay, the sergeant was still wearing that furry flying hat. His arm resting on my shoulder in an act of possessive camaraderie. I have the photo still. Okay, what is the narrator telling? I have the photo still. A testament to the permanence of good deed. Okay, by Peter Godwin. Okay, now let's see the question. From where was the narrator captured? Answer. The narrator was captured from a trading store. Okay, with this I'm concluding this video and this chapter is also completed. Clear? Until my next video, goodbye.